Hey, it's Kaero. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing best of one standard ranked. We're currently 1150 Mythic for the month of July. Let me show you the deck that we're working with here. It's Esper Control. This is a brew I've been working on. We've got some of the classic elements of black, white, and blue that we like. We're bringing back some old pieces, seeing where they stack up in the meta. But I'll go through it a little bit with you here. Mainly, we want to use our cheap sweepers to deal with aggro in the beginning, get down a stabilizing presence like Shieldra the Apocalypse, and then eventually hit our Breach the Multiverse, or Hullbreaker Horror, Eternal Wanderer, or Sanctuary Warden, which are all Breach the Multiverse targets. We also do have a lot of X spells in here. Excuse me. A couple X spells in here that we can really take advantage of the Mindsplice Apparatus. We flash this in. Beginning of our upkeep, we put an oil counter on it. Instants and sorceries you cast cost one less for each oil counter on the Mindsplice Apparatus. So you can see here we do have Syncopate, which allows us to counter things even if we don't have the available mana with Mindsplice Apparatus. We also have March of Wretched Sorrow. Good removal spell. If you have a few oil counters on that apparatus, you can tap like 2 mana. So you have 3 oil counters on it. You'll tap 3 mana and do 6 damage to something. Pretty cool. And gain some life. Stabilize yourself. We have Cut Down here. And our other X spell is White Sun's Twilight. Double white X. Create X little toxic mites. And if it's X is 5 or more, destroy all other creatures and gain some life off of that. So a lot of life gain here packed into our removal. We have 1 Depopulate. Just straight up board wipe. If they control a multicolored creature, they get to draw a card. And these are mainly, like I said, Breach the Multiverse targets up here, but we're happy to play them and hardcast them when we need to. So we also, in the land suite, have a bunch of duels, and we have 2 Murex. If you're in a grindy, slow game, sometimes Murex can make the difference because it just makes mites, and if you have counters and removal, and you're keeping them at bay, sometimes you can get a poison victory that way. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for all the support to the channel. It means the world to me. Allows me to keep making content. And if you like the video, please hit that thumbs up. Consider subscribing. And I'll see you next time. We're going first. Couple of cut downs. We can use those on turn 2. Temporary lockdown. We do have double white for. Deluge we do not have double blue for. So we need to draw some land. We can keep it, see how it goes. Not the best hand I've ever had, but we are going, we are on the draw, so, oh, excuse me, we're not on the draw. We're on the play. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully there's some stuff to cut down. Red, red produces cut downable things, right? That's a cut downable thing right there. We'll do that. We just need another land. Alright. Another cut down. If we draw another, we have double white mana, so depends on what they throw down to. If we cut down or we just get a hit. We'll take that hit. Okay. Okay. Maybe a squee or something come down. We'll take a hit, go to 15. Now we cut that down. Okay. Need the mana. Gonna need that mana. Any moment now. We're about to get lightning bolt to the face or something. Lightning strike. Play a couple of 2-drops. Temporary lock down those away. But it's not feeling great sitting on 2 mana here. What else? Must have a burn spell or 2 in their hand. Because even if they had a 1 or 2 drop, they would try to finish us off before we got the mana to board wipe. This is really something. In they go. Wow. Look, it's a Mirex. Right, by now we're in burn range, though, so they can just burn us. I mean, I'm sure they have, like, a lightning strike and play with fire in their hand. It's a little too late. Alright, one hasty creature or one burn spell. Seriously? One burn spell, we're dead anyway, so we might as well do this. I mean, we died to a Kumano now, but like we can at least defend ourselves and try to get a Sheoldred out next turn. Caves of Koilos for our Sheoldred. 1 damage that kills us. I mean, they just need to top deck something that does a damage to us. Can't even cast that without dying. There's a cut down. This is going to be the most incredible comeback of a game I have ever played in my entire life. Mm-hmm. Get rid of that. So, let's go and attack to Fairy, I guess. Draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. See if we can get an untapped black source. They can fire up the Mishra's Foundry. They can do that. Gonna let it happen. Let's grab to Fairy.
Can we skip to the part where you surrender?
Okay. Untap black source for Sheoldred. That's what gains us life. There's one. Get rid of that Sheoldred. Shipwreck Marsh. Black. Black. Okay. Alright, what's there? What's your card? What's your card gonna be? If it's a creature, it's not gonna do anything, but if it's a Felden. Oh no. Alright, we're gonna block with the Knight. Hopefully they just whiff on the lands. Foundry will block with Sheoldred. We can get rid of Felden as long as they do not draw a burn spell. And here's the other thing. Do they fire up the Foundry, or do they hope that they get a Bloodthirsty Adversary off the top, so that way they can recast their Lightning Strike? We're blocking here. What is it, baby? What's it gonna be? Bring it to me. It's Double Mountain! It's Double Mountain! Are we gonna come back and win this game? We had 2 lands for the first, like, 6 turns of the game. I draw a card, gain life. We can go Sanctuary Warden, enter, remove a counter, draw a card, create a citizen. And we can draw 2 cards with Teferi. Let's do this first. Gain 4 life. This is the most magnificent, unlikely comeback of a game that I have ever played in my life. We're not discarding Sanctuary Warden. We'll get rid of Mindsplice, and we'll get rid of Memory Deluge. We're going back up to 7. We are going to 7. Then we are going white, white, Sanctuary Warden. We're going to bring a shield counter off of Sanctuary Warden. Okay. Draw a card. Create another chump blocker. Go to 9. No attacks, baby. No attacks right now. I could have attacked there, probably. There's no way that they're going to have that many creatures. But insane. Okay, Rafine's Tower to cycle. Gain more life. There's a White Sun's Twilight to gain life. So, non-land permanent. We can't get rid of the Field of Ruin. We can get an emblem.
Finally, we have the edge.
And go in here, here. Yeah, we'll go in with everything. Why not? Take one off to Teferi, draw a card, gain life. Is that an artifact creature? Yep, it is an artifact creature. Okay. So what do they block? This is insane. If you watch this from start to finish, you know how insane this match was. This game.
I've made it just in
Exile you.
Have a nice trip.
Bring you back. And a breach. Yes. Alright, we've got it. We've got it. Locked it in, baby. We each had our fair square of bad luck in this game. Just so happened that we had bad luck at the best time, I guess, and they had bad luck at the worst time. They almost had us, though. I've played mono red, and I've been on the side of that many times, so I know the frustration. They did not play badly. It's just that, you know, here we are.
Is that all?
Good game. That'll go down as one of the best games that the closest games that I have ever played, or at least in my recent memory. 1054. We're going first. Rafine's Tower, Mirex, and Deserted Beach. If we do need double, black, white, blue, whatever, we have that. Don't like having a Hullbreaker in here, but I do like having a March early. If we need to get rid of Shieldred, we can do that, gain some life, and a White Sun's Twilight. So that's cool. Started off with the Rafine's Tower. We're at 1216, people. We can't be at 1216. We need to be in the top 1200. Okay? 16 away. Grafted Butcher. Phyrexians control gain menace till end of turn. Oh, they know I have a Syncopate now. Okay. March. Let's see. I can't remember this. Other Phyrexians get +1/+1 for a second artifact or creature. Return Grafted Butcher from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate it only as a sorcery. Okay. Not crazy intimidated by that right now. We'll go Rafine's Tower, let that hit us. I'm assuming they'll play something like Glissa and then maybe Shieldred if they have like a proper good curve. Yeah, there's the Glissa. Let's keep that at bay. This will buy us some time. If they spend their whole turn removing Shieldred, that'll buy us some time to get to our board wipe. This could be a Phyrexian Obliterator type of situation with a fight spell. Trample. Okay. Probably gonna take a hit here. Get the Mindsplice Apparatus going. Hopefully they don't have a Besieger who endures in their hand. That makes our White Sun's Twilight cheaper every turn, eventually leading up to that. We'll take a hit. Take a hit. 2 poison counters. What else? Another one. Okay. Murex. Right now we have to pay 6 for our White Sun's Twilight to kill everything. Yeah? 6? 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. One more turn. So we can go for the Throat something. We can March of Wretched Sorrow something for 2, which is another Bloated Contaminator. So we'll hang back. Phyrexians you control gain menace +1/+1. Alright. So if they hit us with both Bloated Contaminators, we're gonna get we'll have like 6 poison counters on us. And we'll probably just end up dying. Okay, let this go. See what they do. Safekeeping. We have enough? Should have attacked with Shieldred, but yeah. I was a little hasty to get those things off the field. I'm like, oh lord. So, there's Shieldred. Cool. Sacrifice a non-token creature, Planeswalker. We have Hullbreaker Horror that we can maybe flash in next turn. Alright, we got there. That was misplay not attacking with the Shieldred at first, but I was like, let's get these off the field. 11:51. Good game. Alright, opponent's going first. We have a temporary lockdown, which we can play on turn 3. Wandering Emperor on 4. Invasion of New Phyrexia. After we do that to make some tokens. I think this is a pretty good starting hand. We'll keep this. Murex to make some mites later. Murex can sometimes become a win con. Murex is a very good land. I'm a fan of that. Especially having on turn 3 and just kind of rely on it later when you don't have anything to do. Dark Slick Shores. Very well. We'll follow a Dark Slick Shores with a Dark Slick Shores. Underground River Syncopate. That's good. It's going to be good in this matchup. They're going to Siphon. Okay. Fine with the Siphon. You can have the card, but I don't want you to be able to... okay. I don't want you to be able to play the cards. Ooh, they're Breach and Liliana. Okay, discard... Shipwreck. Okay, so Invasion of Amonkhet is not going to come in as a creature right now because there are no creatures in the graveyard, right? Yeah. We're waiting to respond to what you do. Remove permanents from that. It's going to come in as a 4/4 zombie. Copy of any creature in a graveyard. Okay. There are no creatures in the graveyard. Okay, Invasion of New Phyrexia, create 3/2/2 White Knights. Lockdown. I think this is the play.
Keep watch for intruders.
Just kind of hang out. Hang out with the Syncopate up, go for the throat. Excuse me for just a moment. Alright, so I go for the throat that creature and they removed both of our tokens. That's basically what happened. I had to cut out for a second, take a phone call. Alright, so... we'll take up Wandering Emperor.
I have got new moves to teach you.
Hang out with the Syncopate. We'll make a Might. Sheoldred. Okay. We say okay to Sheoldred. I can't believe I said okay to Sheoldred, but we did. Let's do this, see if we can get a land. We cannot. Okay. One.
Let your blade do the talking.
So we can March of Wretched Sorrow for 2, which is not going to be enough for Sheoldred. If they attack the Wandering Emperor is just dead. Which might be okay. No attacks. Okay, not enough for White Sun's Twilight to wipe the board.
Remember your training.
But you know what? We'll just hang out. They're going to do something, and then we're going to march a Wretched Sorrow Shieldred. They're going to siphon inside again, or they're going to do something like that, and we're going to take out Shieldred. Sacrifice a Planeswalker? Yeah, okay. We'll get the Wandering Emperor back. We need to save our Syncopate for their Breach the Multiverse or whatever their big thing's going to be. We attack you for poison. You got it. It's dead. Might. Got it. We're ending the turn. We might Memory Deluge here. We need to get into some power. Siphon. You got it. If they counter this, we'll be free to Breach the Multiverse. Okay. What do they got in their graveyard? They have a Shieldred, Liliana of the Veil. We have a Wandering Emperor. So we'll go ahead and Breach now. We'll take... Jace. And a Sanctuary Warden. What are they at? 28 cards? We're gonna mill them.
You can be made to obey.
We'll get rid of a Shieldred. That would be a fun thing to do, is mill them with their own Jace, right? That'd be really fun. Shieldred, sacrifice a creature or planeswalker. We can make a mill, what, 21 cards right now? No, 18 cards right now? So they'd be at 9. The safer bet is going to be to do this. Keep our Warden. Okay, I got you. I got you. Eternal Wanderer. We syncopate that. Yes! Got there. Alright, good game. Where did we end up? 1081, baby. Let's go.